But they make it seem like they're successful.
Well, of course.
I always like when they go behind the scenes on some of these pictures.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see somebody like they're looking at out an airplane window, and you're thinking like, oh, they're going to some exotic location, and then they zoom out and you can see like they're holding up a toilet seat.
They're actually just flying to what's the cheapest flight I can get next door.
But also in LA, in some of the smaller airports around Los Angeles, you can actually go and they rent jets by like 15-minute increments.
No way.
So that if you're an influencer and you want to like pretend you're on a Gulfstream or something, you get all dolled up, right? And you go out to the airport and you sit there with your drink or whatever, and then you tell all of your followers like, yeah, this is me. This is me.
See, and these are the things. Like, yeah, I could go buy, I don't know, a $15,000 ring and take some pictures and then return it. Right?
For
you
sure.
never know if what you're seeing online is real. And I think this is a really good case of, okay, you might want a backup plan, and probably don't put all your eggs in the influencer basket, kids. So how do influencers make money? There's a whole new report it's actually from a company we work with called ConvertKit. I'm not going to get too deep into this because hopefully somebody from ConvertKit is going to come talk to you on the podcast about this. 24% said the easiest way I make money as a creator is creating digital products. Okay, this is actually a really good idea if you have a business or a skill or something that other people might be willing to pay for. An example, let's say you are a real estate agent and maybe you are so good at doing the prep, right, for a house, getting the house ready, people love it, you always are the one that everybody else is jealous of. Why don't you write up a PDF? Okay, put it on your website, sell it for $3. I bet people would buy it.
And it doesn't have to be really long.
No, it doesn't. And there are so many tools now that make designing stuff like this really easy. So even if you're like, well, Allie, I don't even know, go to canva.com. There's going to be a free template. You can design that thing and then, cool, send it to all your real estate friends.
You know what? You just reminded me of something. I have to talk to my sister about this, Christine. My sister has the school in Orange County.
Oh my gosh, this would be great for her.
And I keep telling her, like, you need to have a book. You need to have a book. And she's like one of these people, like, for her to write a book, that she's thinking that book has to be like 4,000 pages.
Yes, it has to be perfect. It has to be every idea she's ever had. No, start small. I think that's a really good way, too, to get yourself, as somebody who's written a whole lot.
Right.
Sometimes taking a smaller chunk of something is a lot easier than saying, okay, great, I'll write my whole life story. Maybe just write like this much, right? Tiny little bit.
You know what? And you can throw it on your website, your blog,
yes,
your Facebook,
yes,
but get it up on Amazon.
Totally. And even if you're not going to sell it, maybe you think, who would buy this? Okay, you can put it on your website.
Time for the action. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Baseball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online worldwide at ksvptv.com.
Pitch, and that's a well-hit ball to left field. That's going to drive back. See ya! Home run, 2-out home run. Big-time swing for Dalen. First pitch he saw, he jacks it over the left field fence, and the Bulldogs take the early lead, 3-0.
Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, on with the action.
The Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
Need business cards? Think Inc. How about photocopying, black and white printing, or faxing service? Think Inc. Need to put together a brochure or even desktop publishing? Think Inc. Incredible Printing. For all your printing needs and fast, friendly service, Incredible Printing is the only name you need to know. Visit our location at 514 West Main Street in Artesia, right across from the Derrick floor. For any and all of your printing needs, Think Inc. Incredible Printing in Artesia.
Spring has sprung and your friends at Sun Country Homes and Gardens have wet their plants from excitement. Sun Country carries hardy plants grown in and for our region, including landscape shrubs, trees, perennials, xeriscaping, desert plants, annual flowers, bedding plants, seeds, and vegetables too. Inside the iconic red barn, you'll find beautiful home decor, a wide selection of fertilizer, gardening supplies, and the most knowledgeable and welcoming staff in the area. Stop by Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 1st Street in Artesia, and see why Sun Country Homes and Gardens is Southeast New Mexico's premier lawn and garden headquarters.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The Art Annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
All right, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling back out here at Brainard Park, and they are teaming with Coach Ortiz, and these Bulldogs get a big win tonight. Coach going into the morning game in the morning at 11, 1-0 in this best of three. Bulldogs, you guys played really well tonight, I think. There's always things you can work on, but just a couple of stats for you, because you're out here working on the field as always. Bulldogs get 13 hits, 10 runs, had 1 error, and only leave 3 runners on the base path, which is a great stat. Talk about this big win.
Yes, sir. You know, really proud of our guys, the way they responded. I've been challenging them all week. You know, anytime you go up against a team that you're seated higher than, you really want to get the kids focused and not even look at the rankings. Both these teams are really good. Santa Teresa's really good. like I mentioned before, game one, district champ, played a lot of good teams, and the best way we describe them is like a gnat at a barbecue, and they won't go away. They just keep coming back. So you know what, we're really expecting that out of them tomorrow.
Well, the other thing that I'll tell you, and we did talk about this in the pregame interview, you told the fans that they're really fast. Coach Lee Johnson and I were calling the game this evening, and he pointed out, he was looking at their stats, they had like 25 more steals than you guys, and y'all are fast. So they are a fast team. They didn't get the run tonight because of a great pitcher. And by the way, one hitter, complete game, short and complete game for Jack, but he throws a one hitter. And then you got Galindo back there tonight behind the plate, and you throw a guy out like he did, where you got him by about 3 steps, that liable not to run on you.
Yes, sir. You know, and that just shows you how good our team is.
Yeah.
Frankie's had to play some outfield for us because of some injuries, and he can catch, and he could do a lot of things on the mound. Jack's really good.
He really
is. And we have a lot of good pitchers behind him also. And so, that's why we're excited about tomorrow. Another opportunity to play baseball. And, now at this point of the season, they just get less and less, so you got to take advantage of it. And so we're excited to play another game.
All right, well, Bulldog fans, as Coach just said, we got another game in the morning at 11 o'clock right here at Brainard Park. Had a good crowd tonight. Let's make it even bigger in the morning. It's Saturday. Come out and enjoy a great, beautiful day. Might be a hint of some clouds tomorrow. There was a few tonight, but be here early and come out and enjoy the concession stand, enjoy a Bulldog win. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock if you can't be here. We've got a lot of folks watching you from all over the place, Coach, and so if you're one of those, you're out of town, you're out somewhere else, another country even, stay right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com because we'll have it. If you're around here, come out to the ballpark. Go Bulldogs.
Paul tells us in 1 Thessalonians to pray continually. See, prayer is simply having an honest conversation with God. It's me talking to God and asking God, here's things that are concerning to me. Maybe they're worrisome to me. Maybe it's me just praising God for the weather or the rain or an answered prayer. Isn't it nice that God has given us this form of communication for you and I to stop during the day and to spend some time talking to the Creator, talking to the one that sustains us and the one that blesses us. And so are you in prayer? Do you spend time talking to God and asking God and thanking God and praying for those many things? If prayer is not a part of your life, please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ and let us help you add prayer.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Eastern New Mexico University is proud to announce our newest offering, a Master of Social Work degree. This 100% online, affordable master's degree has 3 concentrations: clinical, clinical military, and children, youth, and families. This online master's degree is perfect for the working professional, as you can earn your degree on your own time with our flexible online courses. For more information, visit www.enmu.edu/MSW. Eastern New Mexico University, student success. That's what we're about.
Hey Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. If you're anything like me, sometimes grabbing breakfast is the way to go. But in our small town, it's the same thing again and again and again. But not anymore. We are now serving our affordable and amazing Taco Bell breakfast. We will now open at 7 a.m. with our full Taco Bell menu, including breakfast until 11 a.m. It's never too early for tacos.
Yes!
Our KFC menu will be available at 10 a.m. We are so excited for this new menu, and we hope you are too. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell.
Forest Tire. Mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their share certificate special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
You don't have to live with a non-healing wound. The Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center at Artesia General Hospital provides compassionate care to people experiencing chronic or complicated wounds. Led by certified family nurse practitioner Rochelle McIntyre, our wound care team will work with you to build your customized treatment plan. Podiatrist Jennifer Chow and Joseph Krupa also specialize in lower limb wound care, and we are proud to have state-of-the-art hyperbaric oxygen chambers, a proven treatment that promotes successful healing. Visit artesiageneral.com/wound to learn more.
Good morning, baseball fans. This is Joby Hodling and Lee Johnson, and we're here at Brainard Park for Game 2 of the three-game set. First round of the playoffs. The Artesia Bulldogs hosting as the 5 seed, the number 12 seed, Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. And if you missed it last night, Artesia gets Game 1 10-0 against the Desert Warriors in the shortened game. And Lee, it was a great game by the Bulldogs, both pitching staff. One pitcher, Jack Byers, a starter, good defense behind him, and then our bats were going.
Yeah, like you said, Jack always throws a lot of strikes when he's on, and that's what he did. And the Bulldogs played really good defense behind him. And Jack didn't strike anybody out. I mean, as many as he usually does.
Right.
And so he let our defense work, and with the way the wind is, I call it a pitcher's wind because it's blowing in, and to me, you don't have to be as fine trying to throw as many strikes on the corners and the knees, and if you can get lots of fly balls, those are easy outs.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we say that, and the wind yesterday made it a little tricky because it was definitely blowing in, and it is again today. Not as hard, it doesn't appear, but we saw some fly balls not caught that probably would have been caught normally, not by our guys. Our guys made some good plays going to getting those balls, both Whitmire and Estrada at second base, Whitmire out in left field, but the ball hit well, gets knocked down, and then it kind of blown away from players in certain spots. And so
absolutely, that wind will move the ball. As you said, the flag's not quite as straight out today as it was yesterday. It's still going to play. It's still going to play a role today on balls in the air.
So the Bulldogs about to come out. They're wearing their gray unis with the orange numbers, the piping orange down their pants legs. They're long pants. They got the solid orange caps on and white A on top, it looks like. Desert Warriors wearing white pants with a turquoise piping down their pants. They got black shirts, and their numbers and letters have the turquoise sign. So last night, Goddard went ahead and played a doubleheader. They were thinking they might have rain in Roswell, so they played 2 last night. We're going to play 1 today, but they beat Kirtland Central 13-0 and 10-0 to go to both run rule them in both games. So Goddard advances. They're going to play the winner of Bloomfield Valley, and it looks like Bloomfield beat Valley, the 8 and 9 seeds, 9-6. In our bracket, of course, we won, or on our side of the top bracket, we won 10-0 in 5 innings, and so we're playing game 2 now. St. Pius defeated Chaparral 7-2, and so the winner of this 3-game set will play the winner of St. Pius and Chaparral. On the bottom half of the baseball bracket, Belen won, defeated Aztec. That's the number 3 seed, the Belen Eagles. They win 13-3 in 5. The number 6 and 11 was Albuquerque Academy in Los Alamos. Albuquerque Academy wins 7-0. Hope Christian and Bernalillo 7-10, and Hope Christian wins 6-5 and 8. So that game was close. That was a 7 and 10 seed.
That was.
And then Portales in our district, they fall to Grants, number 2 seed, 4-3.
Almost pulled off an upset.
You might remember they have a pretty good pitcher.
Right.
Does Portales. All right, so we're ready to go here, and just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the brackets. And for the Artesia Bulldogs, on the mound is number 9, Dalen Pacheco, and leading off for the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors is number 2, Josue Ramirez, and he'll step in to face Pacheco for the first time. Here's the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Real quick, go around the defense. Jet Whitmire on left, Jesse Amendadas in center, and Frankie Galindo out in right. Jack Byers at third, Jet Fuentes at short, Nye Estrada at second, and Ricky Amendadas at first, with Aiden Huffman catching Pacheco. Here's the number 2 pitch, and it's low and away. Ball 2, and I don't know if he's overthrown or just missing outside. You just never can quite tell.
Right. Yeah. Dalen coming into the game, he had a 2-3 record, 2 wins, 3 losses, with a 3.14 ERA.
Here's a ground ball to Jet Fuentes at short. He sucks it up, throws it across in time, and that's a 6-3 out, 1 out here in the top of the first.
Good job by Dalen coming back, getting one pitch, 1 ground ball after going 2-0 on the first hitter, Ramirez.
All right, so Gavin Garcia will step in. He wears number 23, left-handed batter. And do you have batting averages for those guys?
I do.
Number 23.
Okay. Yeah, he's one of he is their highest average kid. He's hitting .412 coming into yesterday.
Bouncer to the shortstop, and Jet catches it on the second hop and fires it across. So another way through 3 pitches the first time. That time 1 pitch, and it's a 6-3 again.
Good play. Letting your defense work, throwing some ground balls. I expect there's going to be some fly balls mixed in. We'll wait and see.
All right, so number 1, Gabe Heredia. He was the pitcher last night. He took the loss. He was substituted for in the middle of the game, but he did take the loss as he had given up those runs. He steps in on the right side to face Pacheco. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sounded like he foul-tipped it, but maybe I heard something else, but strike 1 called. What's Gabe batting on the season?
Gabe is through 26 games, 337, so he's a good hitter, and he just swung at a high fastball. They swung it some out of the zone yesterday, and that's going to help us out.
Good effort out there by Fuentes, but unable to get to it. He made a dive on a little looper between third and shortstop, so there's your first base hit of the ball game.
Yeah, just got enough of that. That was a good curveball by Dalen, but Heredia just got enough bat on it and looped it in between the shortstop and the third baseman.
So that'll bring their cleanup batter, Ardon Luna. He is pitching today. He was shortstop yesterday, number 99.
Ardon coming into the game is hitting .325, or yesterday's game.
Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss. Foul tipped it into the glove for strike 1. We talked about these guys yesterday, Lee. Really fast team, kind of like the Bulldogs. They stole a lot of bases, stole a bunch more than Artesia did.
They did, and, getting down early in the game, it kind of cuts down on the running game. He's going on the pitch.
And there's a base hit into left center field. That's going to be an extra base hit. That's going to get to the fence. 1 run will score. And coming in is Jesse Amendadas into the shortstop Fuentes, but all the way from first base. Of course, he took off. That was probably a hit and run.
It was.
And so getting home on the play, on the double.
Well executed hit and run. Dalen just left one out over the plate, and that kid's a big kid. You said he looked like he's I think he is the biggest kid physically on their team, and split the outfielders, and the ball rolled to the fence.
Yeah, last night that kind of ball wasn't getting through because it was being knocked down, and the fielders were able to get to it. But little less wind, he hit that a low line drive, and it made it to the fence. Harmondatis got there. All right, Jaden Fernandez batting from the left side. First pitch he sees called strike one on a tailing fastball away from him.
Yeah, Jaden coming into yesterday was hitting 283 through. He played in all 26 games for him.
Well, he's got a duck on the pond out at second base. They already lead 1-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball to Ricky Harmondatis. Good job. He went to one knee, made sure he got it, and that's out number 3. So a little bit of damage done by the they've already got a run on the board here. It's off of 2 hits, 1 run, no Bulldog errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll take a break and be back for the bottom half, Bulldog half, with our top of the order, Nia Estrada, Frankie Galindo, and Jack Byers coming.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Best. Don't worry about the silly names.
I heard that.
Yes, dear. Coming, dear. Right away, dear. Of course, you're right.
Yeah, we're going to see lots of curveballs from this guy.
All right, the bottom of the first inning, getting ready to start, and the pitcher is Ardon Luna, and I'll let Lee talk to him about him a minute.
Yeah, coming into the game, they don't have a win-loss record for him, but he has a 3.35 earned run average and has pitched 23 innings, which is not a lot in 26 games. So he's a big kid. Physically, he looks like a tight end to me. I don't know how tall he is, but he's got big old thick legs and a good-looking athlete.
His first pitch is going to be called just off the plate, ball 1. Of course, Nia Estrada at the plate for the Bulldogs leading off. Nia having a great year at the plate this year. Here's the second pitch. He can work fast. Curveball does not break enough, ball 2.
Yeah, Nia coming into yesterday hitting 372 in 23 games. So the top of our all up and down the lineup, we've got some really good hitters.
We really do. There's a pitch going to be called a strike down in the lower part of the strike zone, right down the middle, fastball. Defensively for the Warriors, I'll give you that right after this pitch. That's too low, so ball 3. We've got Gavin Garcia in left, Sebastian Molina in center, and Gabe Heredia in right. I'll give you the infield here in just a minute because he works quickly. His catcher, Josue Ramirez, gives him that sign, and he goes to work. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side. That'll get out of play. It'll be a foul ball strike.
He can run it up there pretty good. That was a really good fastball that Nia was tardy on.
All right, so in the infield, Jose Romo at third, Matthew Aceves at short, Jaden Torres at second, and Jaden Fernandez over at first. And I said Ramirez catching Luna, the battery mate. There's this ground ball to the left side.
Going to be a tough play.
Yeah, I don't think he can get it there in time. He didn't. He's safe. He just beat it. Bang, bang. Good effort by Aceves at shortstop. If he had a little more rope on it, he might have got him, but hustled down there by
yeah, Aceves, he probably needed to attack that ball a little more, and it's going to be a bang-bang regardless with Nia running. And Nia, as always, we get down the line. Go ahead, Joey.
I was going to say, so he got that lead off. Look how far out he's off and running on the first pitch. He's going to have to turn around and go back.
Well, maybe it might fall. It does fall, but it's in foul territory. So another just a tough play, and their first baseman not getting up real fast. He kind of stubbed his toe, it looked like, on the turf trying to stop. He's going to walk it off.
That's a tough play. He's holding the runner on first, Estrada, and you just saw what the ball does in the air, especially to the right side where the wind's coming from. So tough play. Good pitch by Luna. Did not get out on that pitch.
Going to square to bunt. It's going to be called strike two as it's Frankie Galindo at the plate, by the way, number 17. Frankie's got an 0-2 count. Nice trot over at first.
The Desert Warrior outfielders are moved way in from where they were playing yesterday.
There's a pop fly over our head, right over my head here for a foul ball. Frankie on the season batting what?
He is
number 17.
Okay. He's batting .315 in 22 games.
I think Nye's off and running. He is. That's a swing and a miss. So Frankie's going to hustle down to first. They will toss it over his head and get him on the swinging drop, third strike, out number 1.
Good pitch by Luna to Frankie. We do have a runner with one out. Really, that's as good as a sacrifice bunt if you want to look at it that way. Get that runner in scoring position.
And Jack Byers stepping in. He's got I think he's leading the team in batting.
He is. Before the game, he was hitting .435.
And that went up because he was 2 for 2 or 3 for 3. I think he was 3 for 3. He looks at ball 1. Good job by the catcher Ramirez blocking that. Ball 1 to Jack. So the tying run down at first base with 1 out. Estrada left the ball game off with an infield single. And the strikeout looking. We'll see what Byers does here. He's going to be hitting, I'm sure, not bunting. There's a swing and a foul ball to the right side, out of play for strike 1.
Jack ran out of bat on that fastball. He just hit it right off the end of the bat. They're going to stay away from our guys, I believe, today, and try not to keep the ball in the middle of the plate.
Ball 2, that was down and away, and they backed up on Jack. So he can sting it. The wind isn't blowing as hard. If he hits one like he did yesterday, I think it'll get out of here. Left fielder backed up about 50 feet. There's a hard hit ball right at the shortstop. He fields it nicely, and a good job by the first baseman going and getting that grounder bouncer over to him, but that is out number 2.
I'm going to say the Bulldogs were fortunate that the shortstop didn't go to third base on that. Estrada took off on the batted ball to his right. Usually as a base runner, you want to make that ball be through the infield, but the shortstop had to play at third if he wanted to, but he made a throw to first and got the out.
Yeah, especially the way he backhanded it. I thought he was going to third too, because all he had to do was stand up and go to third.
The ball's taking him that way.
Yeah.
It would have been a bang play, but with a good throw, Nye would have been out.
Yep. Here's the pitch. It's down in the dirt, and I didn't gum. He started to, but it didn't get too far away from Ramirez. So ball 1 on the pitch to Dalen Pacheco, our cleanup batter, number 9.
Yeah, Dalen's hitting .317. That was a good job by that was a good read by Nye on that pitch. Just that's a judgment deal on the runner at third. You're not listening to the coach really if you can see the ball as that third base runner.
Well, 2 down, he does represent the tying run. That pitch is down in the turf as well for ball 2. And another good job by Ramirez as he caught that off his chest plate, kept it right in front of him. 2-0, 2 down. On deck is Diego Morales, the DH, and in the hole, Jesse Amandadas. Pitch. And again, it was a little bit low and away for ball 3. So 3-0 now to Dalen, the cleanup batter. And that pitch didn't hit the turf, but it kind of hit the glove and rolled to the left of the catcher, but didn't get away from him too far.
He's looks like he's being real careful with Dalen right here.
That pitch is down low, and that's ball 4. So, yeah, walked him over. That's going to put runners at first and third. And they're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for our pitcher. So there'll be some speed coming in. Not that Dalen's slow, but the guy coming in for him is fast. Josiah, he leads the team in steals, does Josiah Rodriguez.
I would imagine he's going to be moving early in the count. Josiah, Rodriguez, the runner at first, I would assume.
I would bet you money he's off and going on pitch one unless they throw over.
He's got a big lead at first.
The pitcher stepped off, so he went back. But, yeah, he's out about 11, 12 feet.
He is.
And he's stepping out further. So if the pitcher don't go to him, he's running. He's gone. Good play. That's going to be safe in there. They tried to – it looked like he purposely – well, he may not have. The catcher threw it short. Shortstop had to cut about 7 or 8 feet in front of the base to catch it, but a stolen base as we thought. And I think he called that a strike, so it's right down the middle.
Right.
Going into second on the stolen base. So
Diego has a chance for a couple of RBIs right here.
Whoo, he took a big cut at a curveball, come up empty.
So Luna took something off that curveball, Joby. You can kind of have two pitches, a hard curveball and one like that, which is a lot softer.
Good hit, and that's a base hit. That should score two, as Josiah is fast. They're just going to throw it in. It's going to roll through, and so, but he doesn't go. Diego Morales with the 2-out single to right field down the line, 2 RBIs.
Good job on that curveball. The pitch was going away from him, and he just lined that thing past the first baseman. Beautiful job of hitting by Diego.
So the Bulldogs take the lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the first inning on that 2-out 2 RBI single. And that'll bring Jesse Almendares to the plate for the Bulldogs with a runner down at first. And Diego's got a big lead, too. They're challenging him. He doesn't go, and there's a pitch that misses down and in for ball 1 to Almendares.
Yeah, Jesse hitting 247, but as we said yesterday, the last couple of series, he's improved his average, so he's seeing the ball better.
Called strike 1 on a good fastball, caught the outside corner.
We've got a liberal strike zone horizontally across the plate, it looks like.
Yeah.
As long as he calls it both, I mean, that's good.
Yeah. Going to throw over this time as he was out beyond, and he was out about 11 feet with his front foot, which he's been each pitch here, but he didn't go on the first 2. 1-1 the count and the pitch, outside, ball 2.
I always kind of look at the third base coach. That's Coach Ortiz for the Bulldogs. No sign, so I assume Diego's not stealing.
He got out another foot out there.
He got a big lead.
That one's, just missed low, I guess. I thought he was going to call that one a strike. 3-1 now the count to Almendares. On deck is Jet Fuentes, and in the hole the catcher, Aiden Huffman for Artesia. He got another step again over there at first base. Here's the pitch. Down and in, ball 4, so a 2-out walk after the 2-out single. And the Bulldogs keeping this 2-out rally going with Jet Fuentes coming to the plate.
Yeah, Ardon Luna, the pitcher for the Desert Warriors, he looks uncomfortable to me, needless to say, out on the mound because he's left a lot of balls low in the dirt.
All right, both runners getting big leads. That pitch too far away, ball 1. It was low again, but it was outside too far. Santa Teresa brought a good crowd. I failed to say that yesterday. Of course, we were flustered up here yesterday. That ball called a strike. That was up in the upper end of the strike zone and on the inside half, but strike 1 on the pitch.
Yeah, Jet kind of did a double take looking back at the umpire, but as hitters, they're not going to agree with the umpires a lot.
There's a base rip up the middle. That's going to score at least 1 run. Well, I say that. They were playing shallow enough. Coach went ahead and held him, didn't give up that 3rd out at home, which is probably smart. Center fielder was playing really up.
He was. More so than yesterday for sure. And Huffman's got the bases juiced.
Yeah, and that's good. We got 2 outs. We can really bust it open here if Huffman can find a hole. And on the season, I think he's got a decent average.
He's not really, but 196 coming into yesterday.
Too low, ball 1. I thought he was up in the 250s, so I was mistaken.
But he can help himself right here.
Yeah, he can.
And the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're going to be running on the crack of the bat, and so if he can find a gap somewhere, it'll be a 1 or 2 run scored. And hits what he did right up the middle. And so that's going to score 1, and it's, again, the center fielder playing so shallow that he just scored the 1, but a good hit, 2-out hit.
Good job by Aiden. He sent it back where it came from, and almost, I'm going to say Charlie Brown, Luna on the mound.
Yeah.
He was jumping to get out of the way of the ball.
Well, they're going to come out early here and talk to his pitcher, one of the coaches for the Desert Warriors. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the batter, and I think that's number 18. Well, it may not be. I'll see when he turns. And you know what? We got these today. All right, so they're having a meeting in the mound talking about it. I'm going to see if I can look. Gene brought us some binoculars today, if I can get them. It's number, well, it looks like number 14. It is number 14. So coming into courtesy run for our pitcher as they break up their meeting on the mound. And wouldn't you know it, I don't have a 14 on the lineup. So I'll try to figure out who that is here in a minute. I'll look at my lineup card that they sent up to us. Here's the pitch, just outside. The batter is Jet Whitmire, and he's wearing a different number today. Wearing number 32. I think these jerseys they had to swap. Here's the pitch. Oh, we called that one a strike. It was down in the lower part of the strike zone on the outside corner. 1-1, and Jet can flat do some damage here. He hits a gap somewhere, and we're going to score at least 2.
I think a single will score 2.
Here's the pitch. That's and he foul balled it. That was a good pitch in on his hands, and he fought it off, but a foul ball.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that would have been a called strike.
I don't think it was.
He offered at it, and good pitch by Luna. Jet coming into Jet hit the ball hard yesterday.
Yeah, it was his first game back in a while. He'd been injured. Here's the 1-2, and he foul tips that one back. It's a good pitch because it was out there on the outside edge. Couldn't let it go just in case.
Good job of Jet just getting a piece of that. He spoiled a really good fastball.
We're back to the top of the order. Nyestrada on deck and Frankie Galindo in the hole. If we can keep this 2-out rally going with the bases loaded, that's high and in. Ball 2. 2-2 now to Whitmire. And I was going to look at our lineup card and see who number 14 is. He's not on my roster.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It is David Hammond. I thought it was, but it wasn't his number. There's a rip down the line. It was in foul territory. It hits Jesse, but he's not out because he was in foul territory. It would have been if it had been fair, right? Is that correct?
If the base runner was in fair territory, yes.
He would have been out.
Yes.
Yeah. So the foul ball again for Jet. Boy, he ripped that, but foul.
He did. Jesse probably won't come down the line too hard on this next pitch.
All right, so it is, and I didn't catch it, it is David Hammond out there running. I didn't change his number, but I'll get it changed. Curveball, he did the same thing. He ripped it. He's out in front of it for another foul ball strike.
Yeah, as a runner on third base, which is Jesse Armendariz for the Bulldogs, you always take that lead outside the
base path,
the foul line, just so you're in foul territory in case that ball does hit you.
The pitch swung on. There it is. There's a base hit. We're going to round and hold him up again as they're playing so shallow. So Jet Fuentes stays at third. But, boy, the Bulldogs' 2-out rally continues.
Jet squared that pitch up. Good line drive in between the third baseman and the shortstop and turned the order over to the top of the lineup.
Yeah, and it's what a neat thing, what a good thing for the Bulldogs is their number 9 hitter, maybe one of the best hitters. And then you turn it over to our leading base hitter in Nyestrada. He looks at ball 1. He's 1 for 1. He led this inning off with a single, and now he's back at the plate with the bases loaded. The Bulldogs now lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch from Luna. Little foul tip-off. Boy, talk about running out of bat. I don't know if he just barely got a piece of that out on the end of the bat.
Yeah, that was an off-speed pitch. It fooled Nye.
He was way out in front of it.
Absolutely. And going back to Jet Whitmire, the number 9 hitter, it's just like having another leadoff hitter in the 9 hole.
Yep. Ball 2 outside. 2-1 now to Nyestrada. On deck is Frankie Galindo, and in the hole, Jack Byers. As Luna trying to work out of a jam here. These 3 runs have come across since 2 outs have been on the scoreboard, and there's another foul tip.
Boy, got a good pitch to hit right there.
He just tipped it, just missed it.
I think as the game goes along, Joby, the wind's going to pick up.
Yeah.
Kind of like it did, well, as it started yesterday, which we were started in the afternoon.
2-2 the count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. He does not get him to chase it. They're going to throw down to first. Boy, if he'd have whipped it, he'd have again just tossed it down there from his knees, and it doesn't get there in time. Back in safely was Whitmire.
Runners are going to be off on the pitch.
Yep.
If, I think the count's right. Full up.
Full up. They can take off running. We should score 2 on a base hit. David's got a lot of speed. If he takes off like he should, they do. That's ball 4, and that walked a run in. So an RBI walk for Nye Estrada, and the score now 5-1 with Frankie Galindo coming to the plate.
I believe Frankie struck out his last time, but he can absolutely redeem himself right here with a base hit.
Yeah, and we've got speed at third, speed at second. Oh, and we got speed at first. So they're going to be off. They're going to be running hard on a hit because no matter what it does, because there's 2 outs. Here's the pitch. He looks at called strike 1, does Frankie.
I'm watching Hammond. I wish he would be outside the. He is outside the baseline over there.
All right, here's the 0-1. That's too low. Good job again by Ramirez. Boy, that could have easily got through, but he dropped to his knees and stopped it. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Luna ready to go, going from the windup with the bases loaded. Ooh, big swing and a miss, and I don't know. Actually got a piece of it. Was that a changeup?
I thought it was a fastball, but it could have been something off speed.
It just it kind of fell at the end, and I don't know. I thought maybe he had changed of speed, but here's the pitch, swung on, fouled straight back.
Good job by Frankie staying alive.
On deck is Jack Byers, and then the whole Dalen Pacheco if we can keep this inning going. We're in the first still, bottom of the first. Pop fly in the infield. Second baseman has saying he's got it. Center field. Oh, and it drops. The center fielder called him off. I do not know why. Right at the last minute, second baseman got out of the way, and the center fielder dove for it. So I'm saying he called him off. 2-run score. Nobody even touched it. That was an infield fly.
Yeah, that was a critical mistake. Absolutely critical for the Desert Warriors. Good for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great for the Bulldogs, but yeah, critical for them. All right, so and the runner moves over to third from first, 2-run score, and the second baseman had it zoned in. The center fielder was running the whole way, and at the last second, if you're not watching it, if you're hearing it on the radio, the second baseman just stepped out of the way, and the center fielder dove.
He's got to, regardless of what the other guy's saying, he's got to catch the baseball, and if he runs into him, he runs into him.
So Jack at the plate, and that pitch outside for ball 1. Byers grounded out his first time through to the shortstop, who made a good play, and we thought he was going to go to third, but he ended up going to first. And by the way, that was in this inning. He's back up for the second time, is Jack. It's 7-1 Artesia off of 6 hits and 1 no errors, actually. No errors on, I didn't call that an error because nobody touched it.
Right. Yeah, Bulldogs hanging a big crooked number up after the Warriors scored in their half of the first.
Runners off and going. The catcher's going to throw it down there, and we stayed at third base. So in there easily was Galindo. I don't know who's the fastest. I know Galindo on football. His football speed is phenomenal. He's fast in general, but there may be somebody faster. But in any case, we're like Santee. We're really fast.
Right.
So he'll take second. So 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's a high fly ball out to right center. And the right fielder should have this, and he camps out and gets it. That'll end the threat. Just a pop fly out there. But the Bulldogs really do some damage, Lee. They get 6 hits, 7 runs. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. It's 7-1 going into the top of the second. Coming to the plate will be Sebastian Martinez, Jose Romo, and Matthew Aceves for the Desert Warriors.
It's the Mother's Day Produce Savings Sale at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Mrs. Freshley's Dessert Cups, 6.5 ounces, $1.48 each. California cherries, $4.98 a pound. Del Monte corn, 4 count, 2 for $5. And U.S. #1 russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, $2.99 each at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi select flavors, 12-pack cans, 3 for $13 at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Right there. All right, Bulldog fans, we're back, and Lee and I looking around the crowd, and good crowd here today for the Bulldogs, as it was last night.
Go see Darlene. She said she doesn't have any hamburgers or hot dogs. She still has quesadillas, nacho supreme, pizza sticks, French fries, lots of stuff to enjoy at the ballpark.
Yes, she does, and it's great food. That was strike one to Sebastian Martinez from Pacheco as he threw it on the outer third for a called strike. Sebastian Martinez on the season. There's a boy, he got it up and in on his hands. That wouldn't have been a strike, but he swung at it, so strike two on the foul ball.
Martinez hitting a slight 137, so getting some playing time in this playoff game.
All right, Pacheco comes set with the 0-2 count and the pitch. Good pitch. He got him out to Byers, and Byers fires it across, and that is out 5-3.
Good job by Dalen rolling ground balls so far.
All right, so they'll throw it around. Out one here in the top of the second. Bulldogs leading 7-1, and it brings number 28, Jose Romo, to the plate for the Desert Warriors.
Romo coming into the game yesterday with a 275 average. 4 doubles, 1 triple.
First pitch he sees, he's going to foul off to the right side and out of play for a foul ball, strike one.
Yeah, now with a big lead, Dalen can just settle in and attack the strike zone. He doesn't have to be really fine with his pitches.
Another foul ball off to the right side on a good pitch that was down and away. It wasn't like it was down and away ball. I mean, it might have been a strike called. It was close, and he fouls it off for strike two.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's still attacking the strike zone ahead in the count 0-2.
Here is the 0-2, and there it is. Oh, just misses down and in for ball one. Whitmire, Armandatis, and Galindo left to right. Byers, Fuentes, Estrada, and Armandatis third to first. Huffman catching, and Pacheco on the bump for the Bulldogs. Here is the 1-2. Strike swinging. It's a foul ball. Hits it off the end of the bat, it looked like, right over into the net.
He did. Ran out of bat on that. Probably too close to take, so he's going to redo the 1-2 count.
Bulldogs playing shallow, not quite as well. Center fielder Armandaris a little deeper than the other two.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, for what the wind's doing. Here's the pitch. That's out to him. Can he get to it? He's going to, well, it fooled him for a second, but he comes right to it. A couple stutter steps, and that's out on the fly ball.
Good job by Dalen. Curveball, fly ball. I think that's the first fly ball they've hit to us, besides the line drive by Luna in the first. Good job by Dalen.
Yeah, he's, as you said, the word you use, he's attacking the strike zone. He's not throwing a lot of pitches, and he's getting it across a lot. That one called strike one on the outside corner. There's that width we were talking about on the horizontal. Good pitch, and, you know, it's the umpire, that's his strike zone.
Yeah, it's about a ball and a half off the corner, so I would live out there if I were Dalen.
He does it again, same pitch. Good call, Coach. Strike two called, as that was the exact same place. And umpire called it strike two to his credit, keeping his, and even moving out further now is Huffman. See if they can get him to chase.
He does. That's going to be up the middle. Estrada, nice backhand. He bounces it over, but that's out number 3 on a good stretch and pickup.
Good job by Nye. He raised up. I don't know if he meant to bounce that ball over there, but it was a perfect one hop, easy hop for Armendariz at first to scoop off the turf. And so Dalen caught a little too much of the strike zone on that, but that's okay. We've got playing really good defense last couple of games.
So that's they go up, down, 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Quick inning there. Dalen, by the way, in 2 innings, he's thrown 21 pitches.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. All right, we'll be back. It's going to be coming to the plate, Pacheco, Morales, and Almendares for the Bulldogs. Bottom of the second.
We interrupt.
Presbyterian Medical Services, strengthening the fabric of our communities. What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to light and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world. Because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Well, we're going into the bottom of the second inning. The Bulldogs leading 7-1. Dalen Pacheco, his second time through, walked his first time back in the first. He's going to hit that, a base hit up the middle. Good effort by the second baseman, couldn't get there. So first pitch swinging, and it's a leadoff base hit.
I don't think Dalen's seen a pitch he doesn't like. He's aggressive early in the count, and the Bulldogs have been aggressive.
So we got a courtesy runner once again coming in for the pitcher, and it's number 7, Josiah Rodriguez, who courtesy ran for him last time he was on the base path.
You think he's going this first pitch, Joby?
I think he is, and it's Diego Morales at the plate. We'll see what Diego does. Diego hit a single his first time through and got an RBI. He's off, just like we thought. That pitch is going to be down and in for ball 1, and he gets through. Well, good job by Josiah Lee, because he didn't turn until he made sure it got by the shortstop before he went, and it didn't, so he stayed right there.
Yeah, good job. Great jump. Catcher had no chance on that.
So the Bulldogs back in scoring position here with Rodriguez. He gets a big lead at second. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be called strike 1. Caught that outside corner. 1-1 now to Morales.
They say it's easier to steal third than it is to steal second, so we'll see. I've seen him take off at second before, although he is in scoring position, so you don't want to make the...
And it gets through. He couldn't come. He waited like he should have, and so I don't know. That got under the glove, but that's got to be an error, doesn't it, over there at third base?
Did he touch it?
I don't think he did.
I'm going to give him a hit. Then.
Okay, I don't think it touched his glove. It just went right under it.
It should have been fielded, but the ball was not. He didn't get any leather on it. I think they're going to make a pitching change right here.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and take a break. We got runners on the corners. We've got Morales over at third. Courtesy running is at first. Josiah Rodriguez, who's courtesy running for Dalen, led off the inning with a hit. He's at third, and Jesse Almendares at the plate. And I'm going to keep it here just for a second because I don't see anybody coming anywhere to change the pitcher, but maybe an infielder, but they're talking about it. So if we win this ball game, then we're done. It looks like the pitcher's going to stay. We'll be moving on next week, and we'll be playing at 12:30 in Albuquerque. The Bulldogs will, and they'll be taking on the winner of St. Pius and Chaparral. St. Pius won last night 7-2 over the 13-seeded Chaparral Lobos. And they're playing, of course, right now. So Diego probably going to go. He's about 13 feet out with his front foot.
He got a big lead.
And Luna still looking at his catcher. Now he comes set, and he's going to fake the throw to third and go to first, and he is in there safely. Boy, it was pretty close.
Good job by Diego. I mean, he didn't flinch, but it was a good throw by the pitcher back to the first baseman on the first to third pickoff attempt.
And now the catcher giving signs to his infield. And Diego steps back now. Whoa, he's even bigger lead. He got another foot. Here's the pitch. He does not go, and it's called strike one down the middle.
Desert Warriors going to concede the run if a ball's hit up the middle to the middle infielders because they're both back in double play depth. So
yeah, and we saw that yesterday too in many situations. There's a swing and a miss. He was late on that. I think he made up his mind too late.
He did. It looked like he did. That was a good pitch to hit actually, but as you said, a little tardy.
0-2. Here's the pitch, and that's high. Tried to get him to chase. He did not give. So 1-2 now the count to Jesse. On deck is Jet Fuentes, and in the hole, Aiden Huffman. Second time through for these guys. He took another foot over there, but didn't go, and that was high, ball 2.
So the lead, if you're watching on TV or listening, there's a cutout in front of the base.
Wild pitch. That's going to score a run. There's no chance to get Rodriguez as he was coming all the way. They're going to throw it out to second, but not in time. I'm going to call that a wild pitch. It was in the turf.
It was.
That's ball 3, by the way, to Armadadas. He walked his first time through, and so you never can tell. He was down 0-2. Now it's full.
Yeah, Desert Warriors. It's gone sideways the last 2 innings for them. So. Hopefully we can get this run in from second.
That pitch is down and in, ball 4, so he ends up going from 0-2 to a walk, and that'll bring Jet Fuentes to the plate. And here comes the pitching coach or the head coach, so we're going to have a change now because he can't come out twice in the second inning. We're going to take a break. We're going to try to figure out what they're going to move some people around. Looks like second baseman's coming in to pitch, or maybe he's just leaving the field. But we'll be back after this timeout. It's 8-1 Artesia. We're in the bottom of the second. Nobody out. Runners at first and second.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, C-O-T-E-R-R-A, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Ruben Loza here with Richland. We have over 80 pre-owned vehicles on our lot, and they are all marked with great deals. So of course you're getting the best price at Richland, but you also get powertrain for life. If you do all your oil changes and tire rotations at Richland, you get a powertrain warranty that includes all engine, transmission, and driveline repairs for the life of your vehicle, which means thousands of dollars in savings. So save yourself some dollars and worries and purchase your vehicle from Richland at 2nd and Sycamore and at the Y in Roswell, home of Powertrain for Life.
That looks like Luna's going to go to shortstop.
20-something. Who's out and left? By the way, fans, we're back here. We're trying to figure out who went where. We got a lefty coming in. It's going to be in left. That's not. That's 20-something.
That's not 11.
In left field.
So the left fielder.
It may be the shortstop. 25.
The left fielder Gavin Garcia came in to pitch.
Yeah, and I bet you the shortstop moved out there. It's 20-something. And 25 was playing shortstop.
Aceves.
Okay. Well, we know number 99, the pitcher, went back to where he was playing last night.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they just rotated around.
Yep. Okay, so Bulldog fans listening to us here and Santa Teresa fans, we've got the changes that were made is Gavin Garcia, the lefty, comes in from left to pitch. Ardon Luna goes back to short, and Matthew Aceves goes out to left from shortstop. All right, so Garcia comes set with runners at first and second. Fuentes at the plate. First pitch, down low, ball 1.
Yeah, Gavin Garcia, he's a sophomore lefty. He's pitched about 26 innings, I believe, for the Desert Warriors.
Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 2 to Fuentes. Jet singled his first time through. And we got our
Can you hold it like that? No.
Yeah, I'll sit here like this.
We've got a little static feedback, and we're trying to adjust that, or Joby is. And
anything, guys. It is clean as a whistle in my headphones. It's clean.
It's not here. We're not lying to you. 3-0 the count to Fuentes. Here's the pitch, and that's called strike one. He come in on the inner half.
Yeah, Garcia trying to put out the Bulldog fire in the Bulldog half of the second.
And there's ball 4, so that base is loaded up as with nobody out as he takes one strike but then walks, and that'll bring the catcher, number 10, Aiden Huffman, to the plate with the bases loaded.
Aiden has a chance to do a lot of damage right here if he can get – his job is to try to get the ball out of the infield, at least to get this runner from third home. I believe that's Morales at third.
His first pitch he saw a while ago was in this same situation. Bases were loaded. He hit it right at the pitcher's knees, and he got through for the single, but they were playing so shallow, only one run scored, and there's a strike called. Good pitch there by the lefty Garcia. So the catcher Huffman steps back in. 1-for-1 with an RBI here this morning. The new pitcher, here's the pitch. That's just off the plate, ball 1.
Middle infielder's still going to concede a run to the Bulldogs, which that looks like that's their strategy from yesterday to today.
Yeah. It's hard to turn 2 on us because we're fast. Now Huffman, our catcher's not he's not the fastest guy, but he can get down the line. There's a foul ball out of play off to the right side for strike 2. 1-2 now out in Aiden. Jet Whitmer on deck, and Nye Estrada back to the top of the order in the hole. There's Gavin Garcia, the lefty, taking a long look into Ramirez, his catcher. Now he's got his pitch. 1-2 the count. Down. Oh, it might have hit him. It did hit him. That's a hit by pitch RBI.
That's about as easy RBI as you can get. You got to get hit by a ball, but I think Bulldogs will take that every time.
8-1 now is coming into courtesy run for the catcher is David Hammond again, and it is 9-1. Sorry. Oh, I looked at your score and it still said on mine it said 9. You changed it after me. All right, Jet Whitmire plays 1-for-1 with an RBI, and he'll look at ball 1 down low. So our number 9 hitter, Lee, you said he's similar to a leadoff batter, and he really is. Bats for a high percentage, and he also is fast. But he's in the 9 hole, which is hard on another team. He got a single while ago. He looks at strike 1 on the inside half. He hit a rope while ago, and again, it only ended up being 1 run scored, but because of where they're playing us out in the outfield. But he's 1-for-1 with a RBI.
Yeah, Jet Whitmire, he's got a really good eye and doesn't leave the strike zone on a lot of pitches.
That when he fouled down, that was definite change of speed, whether it was a curve or just a
I think that was a straight changeup.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think it was a change. It didn't have any movement on it, but it definitely change of speed.
Good pitch.
Mm-hmm. Jet did get a piece of it, so he is back in there. Bases loaded, playing up on the corners, back in the middle. And there's a rip at the shortstop. Oh, and it gets by him. It dove, and he's going to send him from second base. They're going to make a throw in, but cut it off. Oh, and the pitcher didn't realize. Oh, no, that's the third baseman who cut it off. It bounced out of his glove. So 2-run score on that rip, and that was a error. Or was that a base hit?
I'm going to say it's a base hit.
Okay.
It's going to be one of those. He probably should have chested that ball up and just seen where the ball ended up. But he made a choice of trying to dive at the ball, and the ball never got to his glove.
All right, so another 2 RBIs for Whitmire, who now stands at first. Hammond, courtesy, running out at second. And at the plate, the leadoff batter, Nye Estrada. He's 1-for-1 with a single and a walk. He fouls that off the end of the bat.
I'm going to play a little devil's advocate. If they're playing up, that's a line drive to the shortstop.
You're exactly right. I mean, he's out on that play, but they had him back in in double play depth. I thought he was going to catch it anyhow, but it had a top spin and it dove on him.
Yeah, it did. It was sinking in front of him. That's a tough play.
Yeah. He's going to chopper to that one to the shortstop. He's going to bobble it, and I'm going to give it to you.
That's an error.
Okay. So in play, he reaches on the error on the shortstop. I mean, the runner ran in front of him and caused him some problem, but everybody is safe, and the bases are loaded, and to the plate comes Galindo. He struck out on a drop third strike his first time through and then singled his second time and has an RBI, as he was in this same spot in the inning ago. We had the bases. Actually, you know what? He may not have been. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess, but bases are loaded now with nobody out, and we got the coach coming back out to talk to his infield and his pitcher.
It looked like the shortstop, Luna, was thinking about going to third. It would have been a close play, but it was a forced play at third, and just tried to rush it a little bit too much. Got good speed on the bases. The runner from who's that runner at third? That's
Hammond. He's fast.
Yeah, and he crossed in front of him like you said, and he was trying to turn his hips that way towards third on the ball and just bobbled it.
Yeah, the ball just kind of bobbled up in the air, and then he couldn't find the handle. It hit the ground, actually, but everybody was safe. And so they had their talk in the mound, and it's 11-1 Artesia in here in the bottom of the second inning. They've scored 4 runs here. The one error so far, nobody out, and then it off of 3 hits. So we've seen a couple of walks in this inning as well. 1 error and 3 hits. Bases loaded, in on the corners and sort of in on the left side. That foul ball out of play. What's the shortstop? He's not in double play depth anymore, but he's not up either. He's up a little.
He's kind of is, and I don't know why they're not up. If we're hard to double up on a double play, I would be playing them up. To me,
you've seen a baseball game or two.
That's just my theory.
You've seen a baseball game or two, coached 1 or 2. I know. I kind of agree with you. I'm surprised they're not up. All right, so 1-1 the count to Galindo, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Here's the pitch. He's going to swing on that one. That's going to be a flare to second base. He will catch it. Oh, he should have threw it to the shortstop, but maybe not. It got the sure out with the fly ball, and that's out number 1. On a little looper to the second baseman. And that'll bring Jack to the plate. That's the tough position here. We're in the middle of our order with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Jack scatters that ball.
Yeah, he does. And, as a pitcher, Garcia, he's a sophomore. It's high stress stuff. If I were out on the mound, I'd be stressing right now.
Yep. First pitch down and in, ball 1. Jack, though, in this ball game, 0 for 2. He grounded out and flew out. But with the bases loaded here, wouldn't be shocked to see him hit one somewhere in open territory. 1-0 the count, 1 out, 11-1 Bulldogs. If you're just now joining us, we're in the bottom of the second. There it is. And that's fair. That went right over the base. That's going to be extra base hit. That's going to make it almost to the corner. 3 runs are going to score. Jack's going to go around second, hold up with the stand-up double. And so he goes on because he's going to have to hurry, and he's out. Yeah, they did it. They made a good play there. The shortstop came in, and the third baseman, who was playing for the throw, comes back and they tag him out. He slowed down. If he'd have run the whole way, he would have been in there.
He would have. That's not a. I don't think that's a bad decision by Jack trying that. I mean, you make the second out at third. He already had a bases clearing double, so Bulldogs have really opened up a giant lead right here.
Here's a rip up the middle. Dalen Pacheco, he'll just go 2-out rally. He said, let's go 2-out rally, boys. And the first pitch he sees again.
Dalen loves the first pitch, fat fastball. He squared that. That was a hard ground ball through the middle of the infield.
So he's at first with 2 outs. So the lead now 14-1 Bulldogs here, and we're just in the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs been really batting well and have batted around again as Diego Morales steps in. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Is Diego. The pitcher, Garcia, takes a look into his catcher, Ramirez. Comes set. Big lead over there. We got somebody courtesy running. Is that That's Josiah. And the ball gets by the catcher. Josiah will coast into second. Now he goes about halfway down to third. He's going to go ahead and go. He's going to have to hurry. He is safe. He got under the tag. Whoa. Ball one at the plate. And it was a wild pitch.
I don't know how smart that was on Josiah's part, but it was successful.
Yeah, I didn't think it was smart, but again, he made it. He forced them, and they didn't get him. So he ends up stealing second and then moving to third on the throw, or on the same pitch, actually. Next one's a ball into Diego, so he's got a runner 90 feet away in the form of Josiah.
Well, the infielders still aren't. Well, we don't have to play up. There's 2 outs. I'll be quiet.
And step off, take time. I forgot to put in the courtesy runner, so I need to do that. And then give him the stolen base. So Josiah. And there's the pitch. That's called strike one.
It's been a hard last 2 innings for the Desert Warriors on defense.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get out of this inning and stop the bleeding.
That ball down and in. That's ball 4. It gets by the catcher, and he don't know where it's at. And so Diego's going to take advantage. Well, he'll stop. He was just trotting down there, and then coach said, hey, that ball got by him. He started to go, but he slows it up. So ball 4, and then the wild pitch brings Josiah home. And so the Bulldogs now lead 15 to 1. I need to look at my scorebook. I keep looking up there, and he puts it up slow.
We may have another pitching change.
Coach is out. Pitcher hands him the ball. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and figure out who goes in where. Stay right there, Bulldog fans. 15 to 1, Artesia, bottom of the second.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but...
Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which one?
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it.
And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes. Evan? Evan?
We're trying to roll our R's also.
All right, so it is Romo on the bump for the Desert Warriors, or at least that's what our PA is telling us. I thought it was 22, but he's saying it's 28, Jose Romo. And so that's who we're going to claim it is as well. Boy, the block numbers on these Santee Desert Warriors shirts, especially the black back ones, are hard for me to read.
It's hard to distinguish a 8 from the 2 kind of. But hey, Joby, if you're wondering what the weather is in College Station, Texas, it's good.
I wasn't, but what's going on in College Station today? World Series stuff?
No, my son and my daughter-in-law.
Okay.
I'll give them a plug.
There you go.
They may be listening.
Chandler, what's his wife's name?
Clarissa.
Clarissa and Chandler in Texas A&M College Station. They're out of school, aren't they? Or is he still in school? Or did he already get out?
Chandler?
He's out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been working a few years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You bet.
I lose track of time, Lee.
I hear you.
All right. Here's Romo. First pitch is low and away. Ball 1 at the plate for the Bulldogs is Jesse Almendadas. He walked both times. He's been at the plate today, so he's 0 for 0. Runner down at first base is David Hammond. Oh, no, sorry. Diego Morales. Called strike 1 on the inside corner.
I suspect Jesse will be swinging on this next strike.
1-1 the count. Big lead. Here's the pitch. That's going to bounce up there. Ball 2. On deck is Jet Fuentes. In the hole, Aiden Huffman for the Bulldogs. They're trying to shut out Santee and get the 2 wins, and they're doing a good job of it right now. It's 15-1 in the bottom of the second. The pitch, strike 2 called. I couldn't tell if it was a curveball or a changeup, but it definitely was a change of speed, I think.
That was something straight anyway.
Yeah. Taking a look, oh boy, a big lead. There's going to be a base rip into left field. Shortstop dove at it, but couldn't get there. So a 2-out single moves the runner over. Bulldogs still in business.
Right now, I think with that big lead, the Bulldogs probably aren't going to take any extra bases. Just go station to station, and you're probably not going to try to run the score up.
All right, so Romo from the stretch. He's taking a look into his catcher, Ramirez. Now he comes set, peeks back at second. Big lead out there for Diego. And the pitch swung on. That's ripped down the line, just foul. About 4 or 5 feet by Fuentes. He ripped it, but just foul. Jet 1 for 1. He singled and walked. And I think that walk was an RBI, if I remember right. And I think his single was too, so I think he's got a pair of them.
Yeah, you're right.
Runners at first and second. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second inning. That pitch bounces up there for ball 1. Ramirez got it with his chest protector and knocked it down out in front of him.
Yeah, Desert Warriors trying to get that last out there. They're struggling doing that. Bulldogs just keep hitting the ball.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. He'll pick it up. Couldn't get the glove out. He's safe at second. Oh. He called him out and looked like he was safe by a mile, but he's out at second on the 6-4 ground out, and that gets him out of the inning, Lee, as you said. So the Bulldogs end up getting some more stuff added there. They had 6 hits and 8 runs. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on the base path. It is 15-1 as we head into the top of the third, and the number 9 hitter, Jaden Torres, coming to the plate, followed by Josue Ramirez, and we'll see if I think Gavin Garcia is still in, but we'll see. We'll be right back.
Hey, Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Energy Partners.
All right, we're back here, and it's going to be number 9 coming to the plate. I think he was, well, wait a minute. That's number 6.
Adriel Guzman.
Adriel Guzman. I guess he came in those pitching changes. We just missed it. But he's at the plate. His first time. He's batting in the 9-hole, and his first time for the 9-hole. He's swinging a miss at a high strike that probably was a little bit out of the zone, but you've talked about it. They're chasing those higher balls.
They are. Yeah. Dalen's loving that, of swinging at chest-high fastballs, because they hadn't hit one yet.
Yeah, they're hard to get to. He steps off this time. He comes set, but steps off, does Dalen, something he didn't like. 15-1 if you're just joining us. We're in the top of the third inning.
The sun has broke through also, Joby.
Yeah.
Good crowd. Really a good crowd this morning and afternoon. I guess it's afternoon. Just 12 straight up.
Yeah, we've been playing for an hour and 2 minutes. We got started 2 minutes early.
We have not gotten through 3 innings yet.
Nope. And the pitch, curveball called, strike 2.
Good pitch. Dalen just trying to fill the strike zone up, and let his defense work. That's all you got to do. Just rocking fire is what I call it.
That's what he did, and that's going to be hit right at Estrada. He gets to go up the ladder a little bit, but that's out number one on the line drive to second base.
Yeah, now playing. Actually, he's on the outfield side of the infield, giving himself lots of room, and on a hard hit ball. But a lot of times when it's not going well, the ones you hit hard go right at people.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and who did he say was at the plate?
This is a catcher
Ramirez
again.
Okay, so Josue Ramirez at the top of the order. He grounded out his first time through to Jet Fuentes at short. He looks at ball one here, second time to see Pacheco today.
Yeah, because the kid on deck for the Desert Warriors, I can't read either one of those numbers. I know what they are, but they're hard to read. That's a 2 and a 3, but they.
Yeah, that's Garcia. Pop fly, infield, and it's right to the, Jack Byers is going to call him off. Good job by the third baseman. Don't make the pitcher catch it.
I didn't know where the ball went because Huffman, the catcher, he acted like he didn't know where the ball was. He kept looking up. I was watching him, and the ball wasn't even close to him.
No,
so.
I was watching Dalen,
Yeah.
so I knew it was straight up above him. But then it kind of, because of the wind, it kind of faded to the third base side. Byers calls him off, makes the play.
Good job.
Great job. And so that is out number 2, and that brings Gavin Garcia, number 23, to the plate. His second time through. He grounded out to the first time to Fuentes. We saw back-to-back ground outs to Fuentes when they came through, and then they got a base hit and got a run in that top of the first, but since then been zeroed. Here's the pitch in for ball one.
On that pop fly just now to Byers, really, I wouldn't have minded Dalen catching that. Everybody's a position player anyway if they're not pitching, and they're good at. Everybody's good at catching pop flies, but Jack did a good job of calling him off. He was he saw the ball all the way and took care of that.
Yeah, it was kind of fading towards Jack, and maybe that's why I don't know.
Probably.
Because I thought Dalen was going to catch it, but then he just stepped back and let Jack catch it.
Yeah, it was good communication, needless to say.
Yep. Pop fly in the infield again. Well, it's going to be out to the outfield. Whitmire makes the play, and that's out number 3. Boy,
Had
just
him played
another
perfect.
Another 1, 2, 3. For a minute, I didn't think he could see it because he put his hands out, but he had it tracked all the way.
Yeah, he did.
They go down 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on base. It's 15-1. Bulldogs going into the bottom of the third. We'll be back.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months and up to $2,500 off select Kubota tractors.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Here in the bottom of the third inning, Lee, and Bulldogs have just been kind of batting around. We're just in the third, and it's 15-1.
Yeah, we have. We're seeing the ball. How many hits do we have, Joby? Can you?
12.
12 already.
We've walked a couple times. He got hit by a pitch and got an RBI on that. Did Huffman? He's 1 for 1 with a single and a hit by pitch. He's got a pair of runs batted in. That's a pop fly in the infield. And somebody better call him off. The shortstop was coming. No collision, though. Pitcher will catch that pop fly.
I don't know if either one of the middle infielders would have got there or not. Good job by the pitcher.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I thought there was going to be another call-off, and didn't need to be, as he was camped right under it.
He was.
And the shortstop was coming so hard, I thought, oh, I hope I don't see a collision, but he stopped up short. All right, so stepping in is Jet Whitmire, 2 for 2. He's got a single and a single. pair of RBIs, and he looks at ball one.
If you're still watching or listening and are in town, Darlene said she needs to sell lots of stuff at the concession stand, and she has a lot of good stuff to eat for lunch. So come on out.
Yeah, you can eat here, even though you're in the middle of the game. Come on out and eat. Like Lee said, it's the last ball game here in Brainard Park, so of the season. There's a swing and a high pop fly out to right. And the right fielder will come in a little bit and make the play for out number 2.
Yeah, Jet just got under that pitch. Not the result he wanted, but I like that Jet. If that ball would have been missed, he would have been standing on second base. Good hustle out of the box.
Yeah, he was running. All right, Estrada steps in. He's 1 for 2. He's singled, walked, and reached on an error, so he's been on every time. And he'll look at just a little bit high on a good curveball, ball 1.
I'm saying the Bulldogs are starting to think about lining up with St. Pius next Thursday.
Yeah. It's looking good for that. There's a ground ball up the middle, so another single for for Estrada. As he hits it up the middle. That'll bring Galindo to the plate. Frankie is 1 for 3. He swung and dropped third strikeout, singled, and then hit a line drive to the second baseman for an out. So he'll step in with 2 down and a runner at first base.
Good to see Nye get his eye back. He didn't have a great series against that last series against Goddard, swinging the bat.
Here's the pitch. Just off the plate, ball 1 to Galindo. Byers on deck and Pacheco in the hole for the Bulldogs. Unlike softball, you got to play 5 innings with the run rule. There's a ground ball. Third baseman picks it up. Oh, he didn't go to second. And he pulls and then he knocks him down. He pulled the first baseman off, but that's an out over at first base on the tag out.
He didn't even think about going to second on that.
No, he didn't. He went 6-3. And so the Bulldogs do get a hit, but no runs. There were no errors. And 1 runner left on base. It's 15-1 going into the top of the 4th. We'll be back.
You've heard of a Four Seasons room, but have you heard of a Four Seasons window? Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing and Windows. It might surprise you to learn many windows are built to handle only the cold or only the heat, but not both. In Southeast New Mexico, one or the other doesn't cut it. That's why Trustmark windows are built to handle our 4 seasons climate, the scorching summers, the bone-chilling winters, and everything in between. Special glass coating blocks extreme UV rays, a stout frame prevents warping from the extreme weather changes, and insulated glass is like putting your home in a giant styrofoam cooler in the winter and keeps cold out and warmth in. And in the summer, it keeps heat out and cool in. For our 4 seasons weather, get 4 Seasons Windows. Call today for your no-obligation spring window assessment, 575-755-7663, or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Okay, we're going to the top of the 4th inning. It's 15-1 here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. It's Lee Johnson and myself, Joby Hodling, on the call. And Lee, Bulldogs just been all over it these last 2 games to see if they can close this one out. Top of the 4th inning, 15-1 Bulldogs.
Yeah, Dalen's still throwing strikes, we hope, this inning.
Starts off a little high there to Gabe Heredia. Gabe is 1 for 1. He's got one of their 2 hits here in the ball game. His second time through to see Pacheco. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swinging strike as he definitely went. And the home plate umpire didn't call it. He asked first base, but strike 1 on the check swing strike.
Good curveball by Dalen then. Really good curveball.
Yeah, that was out in front of the plate. He should have just swung and hit it off the bounce. 1 for 1, 1-1 now the count. Huffman sets up on the outer third. He throws it out there, but too far, so 2-1. Defensively, Whitmire, Amadeus, Galindo left to right. Byers, Fuentes, Estrada, and Amadeus third to first with Mykoff. Huffman catching and Pacheco pitching. Now Huffman sets up on the inside. And that's a foul ball off to the right side. So I don't know if they crossed up or he just didn't bring it in, but in any case, that was a little bit on the outside.
It was. Still a good result. He missed his spot, but a good result.
Yeah. So the count goes to 2-2 as Heredia steps back in. On deck is Luna, and in the hole, Fernandez for the Desert Warriors. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a chopper. Fuentes catches it on jump number 2, fires it over to Ricky Amendadas, and there is out number 1.
Good job by Dalen. Getting them to roll over on some pitches and getting easy ground balls.
Coming to the plate, number 99.
That'll bring the starting pitcher, who is now at shortstop, Ardon Luna, to the plate. Where's 99 on his jersey? He's 1 for 1. He doubled. He's got the other hit, and it was a double. He steps in, and it was the RBI, the 1 run batted in. Strike 1 call. Boy, that was a good pitch.
That was a good pitch. Ball stayed inside, but the curveball, it was down, and Ardon Luna took it for a strike.
So 0-1 the count as Pacheco comes set. Huffman setting up on that inner third again. That's where he went. It's a ground ball into the hole. Going to be backstabbed and throw over, but not in time. Really didn't have a chance. That's an infield single.
Only chance we would have is if Jack Byers could have got a glove on that, and he tried all he could, and it got by him, and just a.
Batting number 3, Jaden Fernandez.
He's standing on the bag over there. I was going to say how big he is. He's probably 6'2", anyways.
He's a big kid.
All right, Fernandez steps in. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time through. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a hard hit ball. He's going to turn and go to second, and Fuentes is going to turn and fire him out. He didn't run for some reason. Didn't run very hard.
Yeah, I don't know if he's. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, that was a lack of effort. As a coach, you don't want to see that from your players.
So 4-6-3 on the double play ball for the Artesia Bulldogs. That'll end the inning. It's 15-1, in the top of the fourth. Coming in bottom of the fourth, it'll be, I don't remember, but we'll get it when we come back.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
It's time to spring into adventure with a new Chevy Silverado from Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. This month, save 10% off MSRP on 2024 Silverado 1500 models when you trade in. We have the largest selection available, and our team of professionals are ready to assist you with your selection and the seamless buying experience that you deserve. We invite you to come see us today here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
All right, we're coming back. Welcome back here to Brainard Park, home of the Artesia Bulldogs. And I said this a while ago, it's the last home game of 2024 for the Bulldogs as they're heading to Albuquerque next week, leading here 15-1. It'd have to be a tumultuous turnover here for them to lose this ball game.
It would, even to play the full 7. The Desert Warriors would have to have at least 5 runs. And it's still possible.
Sure. Yeah, anything's possible in baseball. All right, so Byers will step up. He is 1 for 3 in this ball game. He got a double his last at bat.
I believe it was a bases clearing
double. It was.
Bases were loaded.
So he's got 3 RBIs. He's going to look at ball low for ball 1 here in this inning. On deck is Pacheco, and in the hole Morales, the pitcher and DH, respectively. 15-1 if you're just joining us. Bulldogs with a commanding lead. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Catcher sets up on the outer third. He's going to throw a curveball out there that misses ball 2.
We've got some guys playing catch over by the pine trees. I don't know if they're coming in or just having fun over there.
Ball 3 low and away. I don't know either. The one, whoever that is, throwing a, I think it's Campbell, Charlie Campbell, throwing the sidearm. I mean, he's almost submarining it. That one pin, that was a knuckleball he just threw. They might just be joshing around.
Maybe.
That ball's low and away for ball 4. 4 straight, leadoff walk to Byers, and that'll bring the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Dalen Pacheco. And we're going to have a courtesy, we're going to have a pinch runner or we're going to have something changed here. His coach is coming out to talk. He may put in some players. We'll see.
On deck's going to hit for himself.
And then coming in to run is going to be number 20. Who is it? No, coming in to run over there. So Dalen steps in. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of walks and a single. I mean, a walk and 2 singles. Said that backwards. And that's called a strike. Caught the outside and lower edge, lower half.
Yeah, Dalen's really an aggressive hitter. And
thank you. So Connor Tutak come in to pinch run. There's a chopper to the second baseman. And he missed the ball. Everybody is safe. It went through his glove. He tried to tag too fast.
Yeah, he just tried to hurry too much and didn't secure the ball. And Bulldogs have no outs with big Ricky Armendariz coming up.
An error on the second baseman makes everybody safe. And Ricky coming to the plate to bat. In his order, he's batting for the DH. He was being DH'd for this whole game.
So he's the 5-hole guy.
Yep. Coach Ortiz saying, send somebody out, and then he says, hold up. Now he's sending the wrong guy out there for Pacheco. Should be, do they have to keep running the same courtesy runner? It's not.
I think they can have a different guy if it's Rodriguez.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I think he's been running for him the whole time.
He has.
So Josiah going to come in and run again for the pitcher. Okay, so Ricky will step in on the right side to face Romo, his first at bat for the day and for the weekend. I don't think Ricky batted yesterday either.
He didn't.
He'll look at a curveball called strike 1.
Good curveball.
Started out about shoulder hit, length and inside, and then broke down and in across the middle of the plate. 0-1, nobody out, runners at first and second. Swing, a hard hit to the shortstop, and he's going to get through him. Everybody is safe.
Well, that ball just ate him up, Joby.
Yeah.
The more it hopped, the more overspin it had on it. Just ran right up his glove to his chest.
So, but still an error? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, all right, so he reaches. Everybody is safe. And at the plate for the Bulldogs is Jesse Almendares. He is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks and a single. Ball low and away, ball 1. Bases juiced. We've got Rodriguez courtesy running at second. Pinch running is number 21, Connor Tutak at third. And Ricky Almendares stays in over at first. Here's the pitch. Curveball. That might have been a fastball, but ball nonetheless.
I think it was a curveball.
Was it?
Yeah.
2-0 the count to Jesse. On deck is Jet Fuentes, and in the hole the catcher, Aiden Huffman, for the Bulldogs.
If Jesse sees something good right here, he may come in unhinged. But
ball 3 as that hit the ground over on the right side. He didn't need to swing at that one.
No.
But you're right. He may have the green light right here. 3-0 count.
I don't know. With a big lead like that, we'll see.
Strike 1 called. He obviously was red. He never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Right. Yeah, taken all the way on that.
Yep. All right, so 3-1 the count with nobody out and the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit at the shortstop. He'll field it. Oh, well. E6. Again, I think he got in a hurry, Lee. It's about the third time we've seen him try to get in a hurry. But nonetheless, everybody's safe. Another run comes across on the error. And so bases stay loaded. Jet Fuentes will step in.
Last 2 hitters, the pitcher's done a good job of getting ground balls because they were both right at the shortstop, and he booted He booted both of them.
Another pitcher coming in. Shortstop is walking off the field. I said another pitcher coming in. They just may have brought in a shortstop. So going to second base is number 11. And the second baseman moves over to shortstop. And I don't have a number 11 on my roster. Who is that? Juan Acosta. I'll make the change after this.
Yeah.
He was on that, but I took it off of.
I got you.
Okay. I took it off of Max Preps this morning. Swinging a foul ball straight down into his leg for Jet. Strike one. So Torres moves over to play short, and number 11, Acosta. Number 30 on deck for the Bulldogs. It looks like, Bub, here's the pitch, down and away. Ball 1 to Jet. 16-1 Bulldogs. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the fourth inning with nobody out. We've had a pair of errors. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike. Good pitch.
Good curveball.
So 1-2 now to Jet. He'll step back in. He is 1 for 2. He's walked, singled, and grounded out. As Fuentes scored a couple of runs. Here's the pitch. He's going to foul that one back and out of play. So the count remain 1-2.
Barring a catastrophe, Joby, I think we're going to be playing at, I believe, at 12:30 next Thursday in Albuquerque.
Curveball. He rips it down the left field line. That will go foul. So Jet out in front of that one. Good swing. He tattooed the ball. The foul ball. Just reset. Pitcher got a new ball. Jose Romo is on the mound for the Desert Warriors. He's the third pitcher in the ball game. Came in last inning. Curveball's going to hit him right in the back. So that'll be a hit by pitch and RBI for Jet. So is that Beauregard, number 30?
It is.
Beauregard. And coach still standing out there, but I think, he's telling him the change. The umpire had walked way down the line. I guess he was just checking on the batter.
Yeah, he was.
Just checking on Jet. All right, 17-1 our score. Bottom of the fourth inning. And Bub Beauregard will step in. Pinch hitting.
Usually in the day, if you were pinch hitting, you would tell the umpire, I'm pinch hitting for so-and-so, but nowadays the coach comes down there. I don't know if you're afraid the kid's going to forget to tell the umpire that he's pinch hitting or...
I've noticed this year, Lee, so I think there might have been either a rule change or NMAA saying, do it, it's a rule, and you guys aren't doing it. Because I've seen that this year, both in softball and baseball. Foul ball for Caden Bub Beauregard. So
could be.
Two.
I don't go to the rules meeting, meetings anymore. So or they have a video pod on it most of the time now. So
well, I've noticed this year has been very over the top. I mean, every time both softball and baseball they're doing that. So I think either it was a rule and we just weren't doing it, or they said, or it's a new rule where coach has to make the change. Foul ball over to the Bulldog dugout.
I'll ask somebody.
I've meant to ask both Coach Polito and Coach Ortiz every week. I'll think I need to talk to them and ask them, and then I forget.
Or if you see an umpire, you might ask
them.
Yeah. I know a couple of umpires. I'll ask them when I see them next time.
All right, so the 0-2, nobody out.
It's good to know stuff like that.
You think I should know because I'm calling these games.
Well, there's a lot of stuff.
Ball one.
Yeah, there's lots of rules, and they, like you said, they do change them every once in a while, and they call it points of emphasis at the NMAA.
Well, my guess is it was a point of emphasis. I think it was probably already a rule. There's a fly ball out the center. He was playing him shallow. He's still coming in. He will make the play. for out number 1 on a little pop fly out to center field.
Yeah, I don't think Ricky was going to try to tag and go on that.
No. Nope, I don't think so either. All right, so everybody holds up. That's out number 1. That'll bring Jet Whitmire to the plate. Jet is 2 for 3, a pair of singles and a fly out. Got under that pitch, as you said, last inning. Popped out to right field.
He can definitely do some more damage right here.
You know, he's got a wide open gap in right center.
He does. He likes to hit the ball that way.
I know. That's why I said it, because he'll go to right field.
Absolutely.
You know, on that ball, he probably could have slapped it to right. It was outside, but he laid off of it. Ball 1.
Something hard in the right center field gap's going to split them, because they're pretty tight now. The outfielders are they're up.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go the opposite way. He goes over the shortstop's head for a run batted in. Single. Everybody will move over one base, station to station. And the Bulldogs, with that one-out single, now lead 18-1. Another RBI for Jet in the ball game.
You like to see the Bulldog bats stay hot going into next week. And this is not the Desert Warriors' top-line pitchers for sure, but if you can keep that momentum going in, and St. Pius is going to have a good number 1. There's no doubt about it. And I hadn't.
Ball 1 to Nye, who's at the plate. Yeah, they're going to have I'm sure they're going to have a great number 1. And of course, we do too.
He's going to be good.
So looking forward to possible pitchers duel up there, the 4-5 matchup. Strike 1 called the outside corner. Nye thought about going throw down, not in time to first. Nye thought about going on that pitch, but he held up. But if he had went and stroked it out there to the right center field fence, it'd have been base clearing.
Yeah, he can't go. There's a guy on second, a runner on second.
Right, Whitmire can't go. All right, here's the pitch. That's what he did. He hit it to right, but he got under it. And the right fielder's going to have to back up and make the play, and they're going to tag and go. So we're going to have run number 19 come in, another RBI for Nye Estrada on the sacrifice fly.
Good job by Nye.
Now batting number 17, Frankie Galindo.
Hard to hit it that deep in this wind, but he got it out there pretty good.
He did. That surprised me with the wind. It's still blowing a pretty good clip.
Yeah.
Straight in.
So 19-1 at the plate is Frankie Galindo. He is 1 for 4. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. Curveball called, a strike, caught the outside edge. Still a huge gap out there. If they go to right center, it's going to be clearing the base paths. Here's the pitch, swing, and it's a chopper to third base. That is fair. Throw over, going to get by the first baseman. Galindo will stay there, and the runner will stay at, be Whitmire staying at third. But a run batted in as Fuentes comes in, and that's an error on the throw.
Now batting Jack Myers.
You know, everything that could go wrong for the Desert Warriors in this game has pretty much gone the Bulldogs' way.
So Jack will step in here as the catcher calling his play out there. It is now 20-1. Bulldogs have hit 14 hits, and there's been 5 errors on Santee. So they're hitting the ball well, but when they've got them to hit to somebody, they've had some errors, had some problems. First pitch called a strike to Jack. So 0-1 to count with 2 outs. Called strike 2 on the inside. So Byers was a pinch run for earlier, but he stayed in the ball game. He's batting now.
Yeah, whoever ran for him is burned.
Yeah, it was Connor Tutak. Here's the pitch, just low and outside for ball 1. 1-2 now to Jack. And, of course, we're not running anymore and shouldn't be with a 20-1 lead because Galindo just not even getting a real big lead, but he'd have been off and running in a closer game. Here's the pitch. Swung on. There's that gapper, but I think it's high enough in the air, and it will be. The right fielder will make the play, and that is out number 3 on the pop fly out to right field. So the Bulldogs get 5 runs off of 1 hit and 4 errors in the inning. They leave 2 runners on the base paths. It is 20-1 as we head into the top of the 5th. Stay right there. We're coming back at you.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
It is. I'm with Myra. Yep. He's standing on the right side. He's going to throw it from second base. All right, Bulldogs still warming up. We got a new pitcher coming in. It's going to be Charlie Campbell for Dalen Pacheco. And I'm trying to find his number. We were talking. I wasn't doing my job here on my iPad. Charlie Campbell. And I think everybody else the same. So defensively, Whitmire in left, Armandadas in center, Galindo in right, Byers, Fuentes, Estrada, and Armandadas third to first, and catcher is Aiden Huffman. Just made a change at the mound, and that's going to be number 5. Well, wait a minute. It's Charlie, but I think he has a different number on than what he's been wearing during the season. But
He does. These uniforms are 2015 models.
Okay.
Okay. I know because I ordered them.
you recognize them because you were the one that bought them.
They're a quality. We got 2 sets that year. And they're quality, and they still look really good. The numbers, that's a different story.
Ball 1. There's a swing and a fly ball out to center. Armandadas doesn't even really have to move. He took about 2 steps in, but out number 1.
Can of corn pretty nonchalant for Jesse, but he's kind of a nonchalant outfielder, so I don't mean that mean. He just, like, everything's a routine play.
Right. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I agree. It always worries me a little, but he usually makes them, so I don't think I've ever seen him drop one. All right, Jose Romo at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to Jesse. His first time through. Campbell with a nice fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, Charlie's attacking the zone like he should be. Absolutely, he's got a really good fastball.
We got a load of sophomore pitchers do the Bulldogs. That one a little bit too wide. Ball 1.
Yeah, Huffman couldn't even touch that one.
It's a good fastball, and it just sailed on. It was about a foot, maybe 2 foot over into the left-handed batter's box. All right, 1-1 to count with 1 out. Top of the 5th. Swing. It's a ground ball up the middle. Fuentes will fade over to his left, make the play. Boy, his throw was off, but a good job by Ricky coming off the bag and making the tag.
Nice job by Armandadas. And as a runner, man, you see that big guy down there, I would slow down if I could. You don't want to run into that guy. It's like running into a brick wall.
And I think he did, to his credit. That's out number 2. Getting some love over there from the first base coach was Ricky. They were both grinning at each other. Yeah. I think he said what you said. He had to slow down. He didn't want to run into you. There's a strike. Good fastball. I don't think he's thrown anything but fastballs. He's now thrown 6 pitches here with 2 outs. Coming in, Charlie Campbell.
That's good to get Campbell some work because
swing and a miss on a good fastball.
You know, next week you're playing three days in a row, and it's single elimination, and it's all hands on deck.
Yep.
And you never know when you're going to be called on. It's good to get Charlie some work.
Yep. 0-2 down to their final strike, and there it is, strike 3, and the Bulldogs win 20-1. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and talk about it. Stay right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Lee Johnson and Joby Hodling will be right back and give you some final stuff.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com.
I turned up our field mic a little bit, Lee, just so the fans can hear the alma mater. They started the tradition some time ago, and I kind of like it. Bulldog football team does it after every game, and now our Bulldog baseball team does it. So playing the alma mater. But a big win here is the Bulldogs advance. They come into the tournament with a 5 seed, Lee. I think that big win last week over district opponent and Champ Goddard got them pushed up. They were sitting in the 7 or 8 rankings on Max Preps before that game last week and ended up getting the 5 seed, but a good win here today and last night.
Absolutely. And how many hits did we end up with, Joby?
14 hits today. And I think we had 13 last night.
27 hits in 2 games is outstanding. Bulldogs seeing the ball well. And I thought our defense was outstanding the last 2 games, and going into next week in the quarterfinals, I'm thinking it's gonna. We don't know the score of the St. Pius game, but I'm thinking it's going to be St. Pius. They're the better team, whoever they're playing against. Chaparral, I believe, so yeah, you want to have that momentum going into Thursday, and hopefully. They'll probably be going to Albuquerque on Wednesday, I'm assuming. I'm just guessing. We play at 12:30, so probably we don't want to travel that day.
Right.
On Thursday. Got outstanding pitching yesterday from Jack Byers and today from Dalen Pacheco and Charlie Campbell. And it's looking good for the Bulldogs. You know, anything can happen in Albuquerque, and you got to kind of make your own fortune there when you show up, and hopefully the Bulldogs are going to dictate what's going to happen on Thursday, and I think it's going to be a really good game against. I'm going to say it's going to be St. Pius.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from Chaparral, but St. Pius is going to have a good #1 pitcher, and their #2. I mean. It's all hands on deck, as I said before, for the Bulldogs. And you got to pull out all the stops because it's one and done. It's not like softball. There's no double elimination.
Right.
And so I'm looking for the Bulldogs to make a run next week.
I am too, Lee, and I've kind of been saying it all season. And, of course, I'm not near the baseball guy you are, but I feel like we're deep in pitching. And then our running ability can put teams off guard. I mean, you can pressure them really well with we saw it today. I mean, they know we're fast, and St. Pius is going to know we're fast. And that can get in an infielder's head. You know, they're trying to make a quick move, get it get it to first base, and a lot of times when you're hurrying, and we saw it 3 times today at least, maybe 4.
Absolutely.
And so with our deep pitching and our fast running, I think those are our 2 best attributes, but you said it just now, we're hitting the ball really well too. So you got a really good combination there. Fast, seeing the ball well, and our pitching is deep. And we can go, we've got a lot of guys on that bench that maybe not, they're all position players, you said earlier, but maybe aren't playing necessarily, that can pitch well.
Absolutely.
And so they can come in and, when you get a guy in trouble, they can come off that bench and really do some good things. So it is going to be exciting. St. Pius always seems like they always got about 2 big guys that can really bring it up from the mound. So we'll have to play. But you know what? They got to see that in the Rio Rancho tournament.
They did.
From La Cueva, from Cleveland. We faced Carlsbad. Those guys got big pitchers that can bring it.
There's no better competition than those guys. They're the best in 5A in the state.
Absolutely.
And have been in the top 5 all year.
Yeah.
And we played Carlsbad. They're in the top 10.
Yep.
So we've seen the best of the best.
Yes.
Which is going to prepare us, like you always say, it's going to prepare us for that game on Thursday.
Yeah, because I know St. Pius is going to have a great number 1. And the thing is, we do too. And so we're going to see a good pitching battle, but whoever can get those bases hits through, and with our speed, sometimes that'll help. I already said it. Sometimes that'll help because it'll speed up an infielder trying to make a play.
Absolutely.
And so that's where it's going to be next week. I'm going to be over at the softball complex as we've got a conflict. The girls will play at 9 a.m. Thursday morning. Well, they got to win today. By the way, come out to the MAC this afternoon, 5 o'clock. Artesia hosting Bloomfield in the one and done game. Anticipate Artesia winning that game, so they'll play at 9 a.m. next Thursday morning, and then they play again, win or lose, because it's double elimination, as you already pointed out. They play again at 1, and so what we're going to do, because we want to bring all the games to you, is Kelly McDonald is going to be calling our baseball game, because he'll be right there. Goddard plays right before us on Thursday, so he'll call the Goddard game, and then it'll switch over to KSVP radio, and I'm sure we'll have it on our other channels as well, tv.com and KSVPtv.com, on Facebook and YouTube. It'll just be audio only,
right?
So we can't be up there, and I'll be staying out at Cleveland High School for our girls game, but we'll have both those games for you next week. But this weekend we've got the boys. They just won. They completed a 2-game sweep in the best of 3 here on Santa Teresa, both in big fashion as they rule them both games. Great pitching by Jack Byers yesterday, threw a 1-hitter in the shortened game, and Pacheco there were 3 hits, and I haven't done that yet, but 3 hits for the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. Dalen gave up 3 hits, but just the 1 run, and 1 runner left on base for Santa Teresa. They ended up having 5 errors. The Bulldogs scored their 20 runs off of 14 hits, as you said, 27 hits, and last night and today, pretty good. They get 14 hits today, 1 more than last night.
Outstanding job at the plate.
Yeah, and no errors on the Bulldogs. They leave 7 runners on the base paths. And so the final score here for the Artesia Bulldogs, 20, and for the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors, 1. And we'll see you this afternoon at 5 o'clock over at the MAC. If you can't make it, stay right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPtv.com. Facebook is KSVP Radio, and YouTube is KSVP TV.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs. We'll see you this afternoon.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street, or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Walker.
And I'm Andy Singleton, and together we work with kids 5th grade and under here at Faith Baptist Church. And our hope is to have a safe and fun environment where kids feel loved, are taught biblical truths, and are challenged to live out the gospel in their everyday lives.
We just want all kids to be welcome here and to have a safe, fun place where they can learn who Jesus is and what he's done for them. That'll change the course of their whole life.
That's right. And really, we want to love on families in any way that we can. And that's the biggest part and biggest hope that we have for reaching and loving our community here in Artesia.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Stephen, you've been drinking. Give me your keys.
Hand over the keys. It's the right choice. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General